Good night, Clark TV fans, friends, family, subscribers. Why y'all laugh? Not giving a joke yet. Folks, welcome back to another discussion night. As usual, you have the three handsomest faces in Eltham Park.
You're not telling a lie.
I'll be up the first and I want it.
We have Mr. Robert Clark. We have Ethan. And you have myself. I'm Norton Weir, known as the engineer. Tonight, we will be speaking on the topic of...
Remember the people in the background.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to
forgive me. We are joined by three of the products of Clark Academy. We have Gio, Jojo, and Keys. Right? So now that we've got the introductions out.
So we have an audience tonight.
Yes, we have an audience. We have an audience. A live audience. Yeah. We will be talking on the topic of crime and violence. The causes, factors, the consequences, a whole array of things that encompasses it. Alright, so stay tuned, folks.
Yeah. Gentlemen.
Yeah. Blessings.
Crime and violence. Very serious topic.
Aye. A very heartfelt topic, cause you know.
Yeah.
Name a day when you can turn on your TV and you hear somebody get shot, stabbed, killed, or whatever the case might be.
That will be the day.
Which day that day?
I got them now.
We have 1 8 day coming.
No. So first on the list, gentlemen, and we're gonna start off with Ethan tonight. Wait, Mr. Clark, get that out.
We applaud that January 1st, you know,
I'm
man.
born a starter.
Yes, man.
It's the second day I'm born in the
Yeah. Right on the crisp pie.
Fly out.
Yeah.
First point, the morals of our society or the lack thereof. What role does morality play in crime and the execution of crime and violent acts? In your thoughts?
In my own words, you say the morals that I am used to has been broken down a whole lot. Just a simple factor of just having manners and them things that exist. See me I say? The fact we used to go to dances and enjoy. We say, you're gonna always step on a man's shoes, you're gonna not go home back.
Yeah.
That's the mere factor. The morals and the whole aspect of us have changed. Everybody has to be careful because it has reached a point where you have to either tell somebody, say, me I go a point A, to come back or something. You see me I say?
Yeah.
So the morals and the attitudes of our society has changed a lot. There are still people with good morals and attitudes, but the majority is gone. So this crime and violence is a very serious thing, and you cannot wait until it hits home to have a voice, to say something. If you ever talk to your neighbor about it, because it's very serious.
It's a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is a dangerous proportion.
Out on. Sir Clark, your thoughts?
Yeah, my take on the concept and the understanding where the morality aspect of the understanding of the crime. We have to look upon the format how the youth operate.
Yeah.
You know, normally you have mother, father, the little baby at church, Sunday school, Saturday class and these things. These things are, you're not seeing these things anymore. Not even if the people them a drive because a granny cannot get a little grandson or granddaughter to go church with her anymore.
That's true.
And right there is some of the moral operation will take place with changes in mind a youngster in terms of how to love, care, and share for each other. Most of the principle of the God that we believe in start from that concept and that understanding where the morality aspect takes
Start
place.
from I want.
Yeah.
And
Right there.
Yeah.
Because if you notice your section of the schema anyway, just look if you see parents and them children are going to church anymore. You know?
Most of the time you look, is the oldest person in the house, the grandma
Alone.
or the mama alone going to
about
church.
And
So it's a breakdown from there.
It's a
Yeah,
breakdown.
yeah.
And remember that these children parents does not grow like that.
yeah.
Right? These children parents put out emphasis to make sure that we go to church.
Yeah.
So we can be able to get some of these values taught
Yeah.
to us.
I want to butt in to what the coach is actually talking about. When I was growing up, we know how serious my people were about me going to church. My big toe buck half, sir. And my father get bandage and bandage up the toe and tie up my foot, put on one slippers and say, you got church, you're not missing church.
And they go with you?
No,
And that I think too.
Africa Sunday school.
Yeah man. Then we send you go to church.
Because remember,
Yeah.
that's are the place
Yeah.
where knowing say, I only hear that where parents couldn't manage from morning, where it's to show you. That's why parents find themselves a carry their children to Saturday in church,
Sabbath church,
or Sunday school.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't manage to navigate or deal with the Bible so they can teach them of most of the things because they know most things that don't start from
Yeah.
them.
Mm.
So that basically one of the fundamental issues when we say I create enough mindset of you that's even if them go in the direction of evil, them relentless, them heartless, them gruesome. You name all of the terms that we have to do with these negativity.
Yeah.
Lack of moral and morality and not getting the right training from early, I will lead them into directions such as that.
Yeah.
And when we oftentimes hear about crime and violence and certain types of crime being perpetuated in society, one thing always comes up in our discussion. Jamaica is the country where have the most church per square, whatever they want to say. You measure me square meter, square mile.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
But yet still, we murder rate so high.
I think we have to go talk about that. another time.
Yeah.
I think we have to go talk
Yeah,
about that.
they were going to talk about that, but
Because
may I touch it a little bit. What, to me, on a serious note, that proves to me that the church is not fully into this with us. It's all about getting the numbers to save souls and all of that, which is vitally important. But the breakdown of the society is also important.
Ethan, members of the politics in our church more than
Yeah.
ever still, you know, and like one time.
And like
Politics
one
and
time.
church always be together, you know. But right now I think it's over.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
tight piece of hugging up and going between church and state, right?
But as you say still,
Yeah.
that sounds like one nice little discussion for one next time.
All the time.
So, second point, we always hear about this. Bad mind.
That's a disease that has no cure. It has no cure because that is something where people develop. It was handed down like a family trait, but people just
You
can't
don't born
do
with
it.
it.
You don't born with it.
Yeah.
Because remember when you're born innocent of this world.
Yeah.
So anything negative is something either you adopt or is taught. So bad mind is very evident. And it can cause death.
Envy.
All right.
I heard a word
From
for it.
the from the concept where the bad mind is mentioned, right? Remember, we have to look on the things where they cause the young men our young women in order to move to direction where violence is concerned.
Yeah.
And bad mind, a bad mind mentality is one such thing. We
Yeah.
lead them into this direction because a man will work for him things and a man will sit down and work on the handout. You get me? Are two different type of people. Let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get me? These people are people where sit down and observe everything and them believe that them have access to everything same way.
Yeah.
While they don't work for it. Right? So hence they develop this pattern for bad mind people. But only in Jamaica alone, to my knowledge, you hear bad mind out loud like how it be, you know. You get me? Because most of the youth them where they stem from like all going in a direction where violence is concerned. It's one I tend up being bad mind. Your bad mind a man for a car. You know? A shoes where your shoes where you have on more expensive than his own.
Yeah.
And it's
A
evident
girlfriend.
because- Yes.
You get me? Him have a nice little black name with a cute little eyes them and them little thing there. Your bad mind the man feed. Right? So these things will lead towards, so we have to really basically look on some of the concept them where they cause the young men or young women to really move towards violence on that platform. You know? So that are some of the things that we have to target.
It is alarming what bad man can do. Some people might take it as a joke, but it's very alarming.
Ethan, if that a one-eye trend will develop this violent society, increasing the violent society in Jamaica, will really it'll move away from just like we not born with the bad mind, but we are literally born with it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, because increasingly those who find the violence. You get me? Even though the information we go there privy to still. And I'm more than where them even advise us of. You know? Because you can name up somebody. We have a wide range of violence in our society right now. Where sometimes it not have no real reason.
No.
Yeah, true, but I don't want you jump to go yet still,
Yeah.
Buddha. You get me? We soon get to that point there. So the next one, folks, for us is crime and violence as an adopted culture. Now, when I say this, I remember stories, you know, folks in your age group would tell me, say, you know, you wouldn't hear of a woman being killed.
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't hear of a child being killed.
That was very rare.
You hear me? If
Are-
somebody,
are almost impossible.
yeah, somebody tell me one time if somebody rob you, then rob you and take what you have
And gone.
and gone. Then no decide say them a kill you.
No, them killing you. That means
If you
your
don't
friend
have
that-
nothing.
Yeah. Boy, if you walk with money.
The culture of it still, you know, the adopted culture of the violence and the crime still. It basically stems from the accessibility of a cable.
Media.
Media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember during the time when Jamaica used to mention our people that mentioned, so we have a better Jamaica or a crime-free Jamaica certainly.
Yeah.
Those are the days when we never have this much accessibility towards information,
Yeah.
in internet and all these things. We
Solid-
don't have
solid
JBC
nothing.
alone and them kind of put where they want us to shape
Yeah.
our society. But the predominant movements in terms of what we have to do with media upon a widespread now and
Wide scale.
controllable.
Yeah, wide scale.
Yeah.
Because you know say, the children them born bright. So the children them once some you even put a code on the thing later.
Yeah.
Them easily exploit that. You know? And we have this tendency where through these options we pick out the style and situation them where we're into at this point in time where we develop like it's a culture, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you look, with kidnapping, right? Kidnapping at
That,
a
yeah,
place.
that was never a part of
Yeah.
our society.
Me and you know saying in Jamaica when somebody get kidnapped,
Yeah, missing her so, you know.
when people are talking about 2 days or so, if one day and one little night pass and that person then not turn up, with even one stab, I want one cut and me and you know say I dead that day.
Yeah.
Right? So these type of thing wasn't in our thing until of the wide expression and understanding
The
of
wide
the internet.
exposure
Yeah.
to that kind of information, because remember when that medium came about, you know, it was a wide cross section of things that we could watch.
Yeah, because I cut it. Can I?
Yeah, man.
Alright, thank you very much. Yeah. Basically we used to watch karate show.
Yeah.
The violent show we used to watch still, you know, some cowboys still, you know. When man done learn to build them one pop in the early good old days they would be.
Yeah.
But the youth them have machine gun show now.
Yeah.
Where they can adapt this culture in order to put in a them way of life.
And may I cut you back?
You can.
Yeah,
Go
man.
ahead.
Blessed.
Yeah.
It has reached a point where
We are
it has turned to
talking about
games.
crime and violence and not about cutting.
No, our
Yeah.
ordinary cut without any.
It's an understandable
Yeah.
adjustment.
The violence has reached a point where the exposure to games, teaching you how to
Also-
thief car,
also,
Yeah.
how to kill people, and how to assemble and reassemble guns.
yeah. Come to think of it, Ethan. Remember, so the games itself, you know, we still have go back to those glorious days.
Yeah.
You know, when we had it half Indian
Yeah.
with easy life, female life.
I'm brown.
Bro. No, seriously speaking,
Yeah.
the game them now where the youth them play a street violence. We only used to play a game like Dandy Shandy,
Yeah.
baseball,
Pac-Man.
and these things we used to call games. Marble, you know, we never have fireball,
No.
game,
Free fire.
Free fire.
free fire and
Call of
killing
Duty.
kid. These things we never used to have these things. And now the game cover all of these
All
things.
of these aspects, every detail. We remember our games was to open the front door and the whole of gone out the road.
Yeah.
In the yard.
And one of the best game where we don't play like we have to do with mother and father.
Dalios.
Dalio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a big game on top of game where they give us a training.
Yeah.
So we can be able to seek way to find a wife.
Or to get some meeting. So I say, but on a serious note, you know, it's them. I don't know if me wrong, but them youth don't do well with certain things that are exposed to them
In a positive way.
in a positive way. We were given free hand because the violence wasn't on the TV, you know. We saw violence too.
Yeah. We're exposed to
We were
it.
exposed to it. You see me I say? But it's left up to what happens to you when you collect all of them information there. What you do with it. What it does for you.
Because Ethan, needless with the year, and I elaborate on the type of violence then. We have to focus on the concept. What causes people them to move to this direction
Yeah.
of violence. Clark TV supporters, these are the direction and the concept that we are looking at. Right? We are looking on that side of it.
Yeah.
Where we can generally have an understanding or about navigating and dealing with this in the best interest of everybody.
Because a lot of us ask ourselves the question sometimes when a violent thing happens or is read on the news,
Yeah.
and you say to yourself, what this person could have done,
Yeah, what causes
what this person
yeah.
could have done for you to get such a gruesome death.
Yeah, so that's why we have focused on dealing with violence and this concept. It may go the new tone still, but knowing say we are street scholars,
Yeah.
our color. We are street scholars, so
colour.
we were able to discuss these things on a regular basis.
Sir Clark, you mentioned something earlier, see? Design of violence. And that's going to be the next point.
Well, the design of violence where you don't mention, is like for somebody was promised $100,000 or one laptop and them did not get it. And them don't able to slide in a house 1-2 o'clock in the morning and cut a 2-year-old baby throat. A 4-year-old baby throat. Cut about 4 or 5 somebody throat just because they never get them way. That clearly is a design of ignorance and immorality, you know, sir. And that is what happened down at Clarendon. You get me? You have a man who do things like this. So this man premeditated his design of how he's going to kill all of baby. Right? Lead back straight to it cannot be normal.
Cannot be. Cannot be.
Right? And in these situations, and normally the perpetrator, the villain, were seen and get all the publicity.
Yeah.
The people them were
Commit the crime.
no,
Becomes movie stars.
at them in our day and age now, the people them, the victim them, nobody no recognize them.
And I see it
Right?
on the news.
And people try
For
to blame the
yeah.
victim them more than the person who
Yeah.
do the
Them
actual
go tell
crime.
them plain and straight say, no, the people are mixed up in
Because
something.
by talking about that, you know, down at the, I think of Portland or St. Mary, you know, a man recently, I must say, a Senton, we cut him daughter and him wife throat also, you know.
Yeah.
So this start ending up be a pattern. Because remember say the same design what we done mention, you know, remember say some of the youth them used to cut off people head between Jones Avenue, Thompson Pen and this vicinity in a Spanish Town. Right? Until it starts spreading our country. You see like how they take up now the aspect of
I cut him short.
cutting short.
It has like a
Yeah,
wildfire.
because a man will really use a knife, you know, Ethan, and cut people short, you know. Trust me, I tell you, that man not only being evil, this man either be devil Neville
Are art totally no have no art.
or I just want space where resemble one art then and this man, especially with the little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the child could have
Oh.
done.
So you know if it, yeah.
It's really terrible,
Rough,
man.
man.
Even, that's why
Oh,
we
you
can't
fi
even
kill a
talk about.
infant. Oh, you fi kill a
We
toddler.
we cannot even really have to talk about this in a
Or
wider
come to
Yeah.
any conclusion about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Me sit down in front of my TV and watch a man who killed 17 people being asked to help choose jury. You run that through the spaces in your head.
Mm.
The man is helping to choose jury is going to judge him. And every evidence point to him because of him
Including
face.
forensic evidence. Including
In-
forensic evidence.
including forensic evidence and his face on the tapes them. So it has reached that point where the villain is like a star.
For real.
Him get too much highlight.
When you look on the channel, them you have recognized millions of views. You know? Them a man face nothing for seeing. Right? If wait to go reach the United, it's not like say you don't find female or cut people throat like this, you know. But with a design like this will take place, you know, a matter of time before these things start
Yeah.
happening, you know. Yeah.
Because remember, a man I look for a certain youth. And God here and I see him and see mama. Mama dead.
Yeah, man.
I saw the youth them I think now, brother.
As
Mama
I was saying,
alone.
Everybody, all the granddaughter, everybody
You
dead.
don't talk about all the little pussy in the yard and the
Yeah,
dog and so on.
Think a joke.
the neighbor here say you love your dog.
Yeah.
Gone. I'll tell you something. Yeah, as they say, you can't catch cock out your door, you're catching shot.
But that's a more show that a skirt too.
Like you take off your whole clothes.
Real, man.
Christ, you say, yo,
What your name there?
the youth them, I tell you.
One of the, with a call, you know, possible reasons where we can explore. Just briefly as to what could have caused this whole shift in the dynamics.
Yeah.
With fifth point for night, demonic practice
It's real.
The only thing I can remember, I see, there was this case where this young man, I believe, is either he killed an elderly couple
Yeah.
or he killed an elderly lady.
Yeah.
But I think him stab her and must have cut them short or something like so. And I think one pastor or somebody in our church get the opportunity to talk to him. And he said when him ask him why he do it, and he investigate and he check as to what were his actions leading up to the murder. The young man tell him something will stick with him. He said he sit down in his room in the darkness and just listen to him music. We talk about crime, violence, well, the execution of it.
Yeah.
If you kill people, if you stab this, if you shoot that. And repeat several days. And then get up and
That
decide.
means the demon was played in.
The demonic aspect, because
Make we hear your thoughts on that.
alright, of recent when the crime and violence before the Zozo and all these things used to venture down the Montego Bay, and the pastor where recently passed was active in him actual work in our community and these things at Montego Bay.
Oh, the one there. Yes.
The youth them used to drink Balm Oil. I know me say it up on the news, me watch it.
Yeah.
And them say these things. The youth them have them ring
Yeah.
where we're stuck with whole heap of ghosts. You know.
For so-called protection.
Yeah, the youth them, the things them where the youth them take part in are mostly black and brown magic.
Brown in it?
Ethan, it cannot be just black magic alone
Can't be.
for possess people like this. You get me? So these are some of the things them from a demonic aspect. Right? Because remember say same artist will get couple years of prison right now. Remember say him rise to fame by
What
highlighting
Uncle Demon.
the music them we have to do with demonic
Alright.
operations.
Alright.
So to show you where we are coming from with the cultural aspect now.
Yes.
Developing cultural aspect we have to do with these things.
And folks, before I make you come in, Ethan, I highlight the music, you see? Because oftentimes we are of the belief that once we hear these things, it don't affect us. We are also of the belief that it's just for entertainment.
You're kidding?
But music is the expression of an ideology, a school of thought, and some whole heap of other
And
things.
also used as therapy.
Yeah.
So anything that can be used as therapy can also use for other violent things.
Ethan, we hear road scholars talking about music now have no influence from people.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Right?
Crazy
Politicians come
people.
out and say these things, road scholars. Remember we are street scholars, you know.
Oh,
And we now go with these things. You get me? Those things does not make any sense because we see and recognize the strength of music
Yeah, man.
because we not just come out. You see me? And when you have these people in these category and mention some music now make nobody do nothing on these things. They need to wake up
I mean,
and send out the right message.
I need to tell you this little. I was watching the TV, and a pastor was talking about the influences of music. And he said he had this friend who's a producer, but he's not a big time producer. Cause I've never that established yet. And in their church, I preach, and I see the wife, and then, like him that say, "Welcome to John." He say, "You would have to come and see him." And when she carried home the pastor, as the pastor walk in the room, the man just burst out, and you me don't want to see. And him say him start talk to the demon. And the demon say, "You can't come out, sir. You can't just come in and say, come out in the name of Jesus.
Because
Because I was played in."
in
Yeah, man.
So it has to be played out.
Excellent,
Music.
Ethan.
You
Excellent
understand what I
point.
say?
Yeah.
So anybody who tells you that music don't have influence, tell them say Ethan say them don't know what they're saying.
Only
Yeah,
when
man.
you hear it on the opposition aspect, we have to do with
You see me I say?
searching for votes in our future.
You have
Yeah,
people that
yeah,
you
yeah.
have people that are going through stress and other things, and music is used as therapy, brethren.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
If it has that effect, it can have a negative effect.
Yeah, because anyway, good day.
Evil there,
Evil
right
there.
there, right
Right,
there.
right.
Bad day and bad day. Anyway, he in good day.
Oh,
Folks, let me tell you something. You see, we have to be very careful, vigilant with the type of music where with children or your children bring in a house. That's a one. A colleague of mine, you see, when she in high school, she tell me a little thing where happened to her.
yeah.
She sit down in her library and listen to fair music. And one of her classmates come up to her and she said the girl that act funny. But she couldn't really tell. But apparently the young lady was demon possessed and was asking for a particular person. But one thing what she said to me in her story was that when the girl that was possessed came to her and saw her listening to the music, the question was asked by the demon, "You listen to music?" She replied, "Yes. Yeah man, we like when you do that. So we can get to know."
Mm.
And then the conversation went somewhere else. People, we can't say this enough, you know. Music plays its part. Do not think that you go unaffected by it. Alright?
True, brother, now.
Music is a natural projection.
Yes.
And prime example,
Solid word.
just put in the music and watch your baby.
Yeah.
The reaction is to move, to dance, any kind of movement. If music has that effect on an innocent human being, what does it do to an adult?
True, Ethan.
The CDs, the thumb drive, the music, right now, the evilest music is right there in your house.
Yeah man. And we see how,
So maybe
you know,
the-
with the increase
and the
and
compilation and
advancement
And
and
the compilation
technology.
of the negativity
Yeah.
is there.
As well.
You see me I say? When I tell a guy what to listen to or what he not to listen to, you know. Cause me know what me I go listen to. And my ears are hear some of the negative thing.
And again to Ethan.
You understand what me I say?
These are some of the things them that we are discussing. From these things and these negative understanding where the youth them don't pursue, cause them to find themselves in a this
Yeah.
evilous direction of the execution style and design of
Because
murdering people.
where in Jamaica we ever heard of a whole family being slaughtered plus the animal them in a yard? Never hear of that until this time around. You see me I say? So the crime has gone crazy.
And it can get worse. But you're welcome. We last point for the night, gentlemen. The beneficiary and the benefits of violence. Now, in some previous news articles, you'd hear that women are the, we don't call them, them play them part tonight in terms of, you know, when men go out and commit certain crimes, whether it is that,
Them wash the bloody clothes.
not only that, but sometimes they
Yeah.
instigate it, you know. Them will want money.
Everything, all of the proceeds we have to do with the violence.
Yes, man.
They benefit from.
So we want to talk about the beneficiary. You know, the persons who benefit forgive me English, the persons who benefit from crime and violence, as well as the so-called benefits and claims and right.
Let's be real practical.
Yeah.
A big 90 or a big 80% of the crimes that are being committed, people know. Know who, know when, might not know why, but they know. You understand what I'm saying? And the crimes that are committed are what Coach just mentioned, gruesome and what was the word?
One next big word.
Yeah.
You know, my mind is so far right now, I can't remember
Right,
big
well,
word.
yeah. But what we are trying to say is that premeditated is the word.
Excellent. We just remember it too. Premeditated murder.
Right, premeditated. That means you're thinking it before it actually happens. Yeah? So it's quite evident, brethren, when we realize some of the things that are happening about. The only time we used to hear about throat cut are when people are killed foul. And people are dying like this. Like it's a joke.
Alright, when we look on when you come on to in the aspect of the proceed or beneficiary of crime. Just observe keenly the people that were untouchable where the crime is concerned. So that is a group where benefit from it immensely.
Yeah.
Right? I am not saying say you have to shift the format and go kill other people. But I'm saying the people them were administrate and in control leadership position in a Jamaica, this country. If one of or anybody of them social grouping falter by crime, immediately we'll find more big words. Instantaneously, they find these people
Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
they find these people. And these people.
But once the crime scale the financial fence and come down
to the lower, when you have the money,
the interest is not that high.
Right?
To go and
so
see.
that basically, if you look on the pattern in our country, you see it for yourself. When them kill these people, they find them.
Leave no stone unturned.
Them find them. Right? And when them find them lock them down, and then the investigative process start to take its course. But in another aspect,
other realm,
you see, they treat the people them differently. So when you see the people them come out in a leadership position, not only because their records will indicate where people, right, where from certain administrative we have to do with church, where involved and encourage and be a part of these criminal grouping and a benefit from it. Because if you don't listen to the news, we hear these things. Right now they have a case where take place in the court downtown, and we have to do with the grouping or the gangs. You can have supposed to be pastor lady also in that as well. You know, so the beneficiary of crime, the people them were in authority. Because I don't really want it shift to affect them, now. Don't get me wrong, But me want to be able to put things in place. So when anybody commit any crime, no matter which social group immediate attention can be in terms of finding the people. Because Jamaica is very small, especially when you do wrongs or you're in a trouble, right?
And the people are seeing it, because people are saying there's two different laws in this country.
No, man,
one for the rich and one for the poor.
Actually, man. One for you, one for me, one for them.
I will it more than us that alone.
And it's sad, but it's the reality. It's a mess. It can't come to a point where a crime is committed and the same effort is not being expeditiously used
Yeah. To pursue
to
these
pursue these
individual.
things. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You're sending the wrong message.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for the points, you know. Folks, tonight, we're going to close with a little scripture passage, you see?
Yeah.
The country.
Yes, man. Matthew 5. And from verse 3 onwards, I would encourage you who are listening to read. But I'm going to just read a few verses for tonight for the sake of the video. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Meekness means that you are calm. You are not easily upset.
Yeah.
You are not vengeful.
Right.
You are forgiving. Right? The next one, verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Yeah.
Verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. All of them 3 verses there. More than they know. But, as I said, are the Beatitudes. But for now and for the topic we are dealing with, folks,
Yeah, vitally important.
Yeah, man.
Exercise.
yeah, man, them something I need for exercise in our life. We need to pray to God. We need to look in ourselves and realize, ask ourselves if we have them attributes, yeah. You know?
For real.
Before we go, when I was in secondary school, I was told by a teacher, if you don't have the strength to walk away, don't indulge in things that might harm you. A man say him have a fight you, walk on the next road. He might have you as a coward, but you might live to see another day. So, followers, friends, family, we take this very seriously.
Yeah.
Because me and this man have go a whole eve a funeral. A lot. Not just people who die from natural causes, but from all different quality things. And it's time for us to start to see things not only with the ordinary eyes, but also with the art. Because Jamaica is being ranked as the murder capital, not only in this region, but of the world. And they based it off of square miles.
For real.
Remember, other countries have
Yeah.
higher crime than us, you know.
Bigger
But
population.
we are
and
being
higher crime.
rated because of our size.
Well,
Every 2 seconds, somebody dies in Jamaica violently. And it's very important that we take this very seriously. Walk away. Please.
well,
You can walk away.
well, for me, I want to just say to the people will contribute to violence, involved into violence. See, we believe there is no other else way out other than being violent and being producers of violence. Trust me. There were 3 persons on the cross that was nailed,
Yeah.
right? And one of them mentioned, said, Christ, remember me
In paradise.
in your paradise. That means there are still hope for you
Yeah.
to beg forgiveness. You no must go down on your knee. You no must sit down on your body. All you just need to do, just put away everything and call upon Christ to just give you a chance,
Yeah, man.
you know, for forgiveness for all what you do. And put away all of the guns and all the things that we have to do with evil against people in our interest for you, your soul, your surrounding, and a better country for
Yeah,
all
man.
of us. And in this grounds, I also have to mention and big up City, because we start a program, a parish program for the youngsters then. Last week we do some in Bulgan Oats Parish that brother City contribute towards the balance of success when still take place in our community where
Yeah.
revitalize the youths and get people together, right? Miss Palmer and Sophia we not leaving out because we don't know
No,
so we
can't do
don't
that.
on our agenda. But for tonight we are thank City for really support us and I give him full support in terms of we're dealing with the porridge and them look something. So come Saturday morning, the children them when them finish play, you know, who now get a cup, I go get a bowl, a porridge. So we have put these things in place. And we are begging on the people, if we don't look on with numbers, move in a positive and a forward direction. Increase it.
Yeah.
Talk to more people about it. This smart and wise direction of talking about crime and all these things, what we discuss on the discussion channel,
Yeah.
and the sexy ladies who say we teach football out there, and the positive young men that are out there, give them the support, man, and just support the Clark TV, you know, and just straight up.
Yeah. Well, folks, thank you for tuning in, and as always, like, share and subscribe, and until next time, peace and love.